Siyajabula ukuba lapha phakathi kwenu noma into esiletha la ingajabulisi nakancane ngoba isimo sibi kakhulu wonke umuntu uyazibonela naye manje ngihamba no premier wethu undunankulu wethu la naboma minister wethu bakhona lapha nomama Ntuzuma wayekhona ilanga lonke hamba nathi nama MEC asebenzisana nondunankulu no mayor wethu nangu omnyama ufana nami so sithe masifike la sizobona ukuthi into ehlele iKZN injani na ngivele ngathi nami mangisuke le eGauteng ngize la ngizozibonela sifike ekseni siloku sihamba endaweni eziningi sibuka yonke lo monakalo oyenziwe imvula sibe nemvula enkulu kakhulu edlula imvula esike sayibona eminyakeni edlulile so siloku sihamba ke sibona abantu abalahlekelwe imndeni yabo siphuma kwenye indlu kwenye indawo manje sibone umndeni osele la kushone abantu abayi10 ngesikhathi esodwa indlu yabo ivele yabhidlika ebusuku base bathathwa amanzi nomfula boyi10 babo sekutholakale abayi4 kusasele abayi6 so sinala lobo bunzima bokuthi labo abathathwe amanzi bathathwe umfula fanele ukuthi batholwe nobunye ubunzima la uhulumeni abhekene nabo lapho sizonceda abantu bakithi ngabo ukuthi bathola indawo yokulala labo abalahlekelwe izindlu sesizwile ukuthi lapha kunamhlamba abantu abawu60 abasebekwe lapha esikolweni isikhashana nje abantu bafanele ukuthi bathole ukudla bathole izingubo bathole futhi namanzi so yonke leyo nto ifanele ukuthi ilungiswe kodwa uhulumeni we-metro yethu nohulumeni we-province yethu and futhi ku-national government sithe sizawunceda ngayo yonke indlela ngoba lento esehlele lapha kufanele ukuthi uhulumeni afake isandla sithole indlela yokuyilungisa nalabo abashonile bafanele ukuthi ke sibone ukuthi bayobekwa kanjani and bayobekwa kuphi so yonke lento izawubhekwa uhulumeni and sishilo ukuthi sizawunceda bonke abantu abawelwe yile ngozi ngayo yonke indlela futhi sibonga ukuthi amakhansela wethu bakhona kuleyo ndawo lapho kumoshake khona bayasinceda naye umama ukhona ngithola ngisibongo umama umhlongo ukhansela wethu wakule ndawo so zonke izandla zethu from national to provincial ku metro nakumakhansela bona self bayayingena le ndaba and at national level i-interministerial committee yethu ye-disaster iyahlangana upremier wethu izolo ebusuku ube ne-executive council yakhe bahlangana babhekisana ukuthi lesimo sisenza kanjani na so ekunye sengikhulume nominister we-finance ngithe kuye kuzawufuneka imali ukuthi ibe khona ngoba le disaster esibhekane nayo la inkulu kudlula ezinye disaster esike sazibona kule province futhi I think ku-South Africa. Kusazoyenza wonke amalungiselelo ukuthi si-declare a provincial disaster. So yonke lezo gazethi zizawulungiswa. KZN is going to be declared as a provincial area of disaster so that kungene imithetho ezasivumela so that we are able to do things quickly. The bridges have collapsed, the roads have collapsed, people have died, people are injured. So this is a catastrophe of enormous proportions. And it is for this reason that we have said, one, I should come down, and the ministers are here, and the various ministers who I've also appointed as champions of the district development model will also be working here. And this disaster obviously is part of climate change. It is telling us that climate change is serious, it is here. We no longer can postpone what we need to do, the measures we need to take to deal with climate change. It is here, and our disaster management capability needs to be at a higher level. And so therefore that we are going to process as we go on, but right now we are dealing with the immediate situation of ensuring that those who have lost their loved ones are comforted, they are accommodated, and they are well cared for, and that we should also be able to help them bury their loved ones, but also to find their loved ones, because some of their loved ones were washed away by the water through the river system, and so search is still going on. And obviously we would like to thank our police, our rescue personnel, our disaster personnel here in the province. The Premier and the Mayor gave me a detailed briefing this morning, and I must commend them because they proved to me that they are getting on top of the situation. They are fully aware of the damage that has been caused, although we still need to do proper assessment of what the actual damage is, and we are going to lay out professionals, engineers, to look at exactly what the extent of the damage is, and we will also look at the cost that it is going to take. But I have said we are going to spare nothing. We are going to make sure that we do everything that is required to deal with this disaster. And the economic part of it is another issue that we have to address. The road that takes almost 1,300 trucks a day to the harbor has also been damaged, so we've got to find alternative roads as we embark on the process of repairing that. So we are dealing with a calamity of enormous proportions here, but our government is getting into gear. The Defense Force is also going to be here. We're going to roll out as much support and assistance to our people as we possibly can. And this calls for working together as a government, all departments. And the wonderful thing is that our other provinces have already pledged support and assistance. Various of our provinces want to send assistance of various sorts, personnel, experts, foodstuffs, and all that. So this shows once again that there is solidarity, and we are working as a team, all of us as South Africans and also as people of this province. So while this is a disaster, we must hold hands together as South Africans, as people of KZN, and work together, and as various structures of our government. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We are going to treat this disaster with the level of seriousness that it requires. So ngiyabonga ukuthi nila nonke ukuthi nuzwe kahle umlayezo wakahulumeni ukuthi sizawunceda abantu labo abayehlelwe yile ngozi ngendlela zonke sizokwazi ukuthi sikwazi ukusebenza ngazo. So ngibonge kakhulu sizohamba manje siyobona abanye silokhu sihamba yonke indawo. Ngiyazi ke ukuthi ngesimo esinje kunembuzo eminingi, isikhathi sokuthi siphendule imibuzo yabantu abaningi asinaso okwamanje, kodwa okhansela bethu bakhona. And okunye, the other important thing is that our mayor and the councillors, including the various including the various MECs, are being deployed throughout the province. 10 of our districts have been affected, so they are going to be out there dealing with the problems, and we beg for your patience, your understanding, because our people are being pulled in all directions, but we are going to deal with this disaster. That is partly why I came down to see for myself and to know exactly what resources we need to release to deal with this. So ngiyabonga kakhulu, sisayobona abanye kweminye imindeni abayehlelwe yile ngozi, and thank you very much to everyone for being here. Siyabonga.